So how many of us have set goals and deadlines and we said we're gonna achieve this, we're gonna achieve that. I want to lose this much weight, I want to gain this much muscle, I want to make this much money, I want to attract a specific person into my life. And then every single time we set these goals, it's like the results are very much the same. Why? That's the question that comes to mind. The answer, in my opinion, is very simple. It's because most of us don't have a very strong level of certainty that we will achieve a specific goal by doing X, Y, Z. Even if we are told by a specific person that if you did this and you waited for a long enough amount of time and you believed in yourself and you just weathered the storm, you will eventually achieve what you want. Most of us, because we have that handicapping fear, that lack of certainty that tells us, what if I don't achieve this? What if I fall as I'm on the track to this goal? What if I don't make it? What if people think this? What if people think that? What if people think I'm stupid? What if everyone laughs at me for doing this? We have these fears more than a sense of certainty that if we were 100% certain, if we were going to do X, Y, Z, we will achieve our goals. And here's exactly why you need to start programming yourself to become certain when it comes to achieving a goal. You see, man, I believe in the law of attraction and all of that. However, you can't only rely upon affirmations and every single day saying, yeah, I will achieve this, I will achieve that, I'm going to succeed, I'm gonna do this. Meanwhile, your actions don't indicate that you're that type of person, or you're going to become that type of person. You're not acting and visualizing and seeing yourself as that person. Because you don't see it up here, you don't have clarity, you don't have certainty. There are too many kinks in your armor and too many leaks, if you will. There's too many leaks, too many energy leaks. You wake up in the morning, you know you're supposed to go to the gym, you know you're supposed to do that, you know you're supposed to do that, but it might not work anyway, so might as well just not go. I'm probably not gonna succeed anyway, so might as well just not try. I might as well not try that idea because people are gonna laugh at me. That's the problem, is because you are not certain in your goals. You're not certain in terms of carrying yourself with a mentality by first visualizing it up here for a long enough period of time until you eventually put yourself on the track to achieve those specific goals that you want. As much as you might tell yourself, oh, I'm confident, I'm this, I'm that, there's always a part of you that's very uncertain. And because it's uncertain, it acts uncertain. Because it acts uncertain, it achieves results that are not certain to success. Results that are okay at best. They're not good results, they're not great results, because you don't believe in yourself enough. You see, man, we've been brainwashed, in my opinion, by school, by family, by our culture, by this and that. Oh yeah, just work hard, and if it doesn't work out, there's always a plan B. If that doesn't work out, there's a plan C, there's blah, 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 blah. Resorting to other plans, plan C, plan B, plan D, whatever, automatically messes you up in the mind and puts you in a mentality of, it's okay if I don't make it, there's a plan B either way. That's not how winners think. Winners think that it's all or nothing. And yes, of course, if God forbid something were to happen to them, they already have a plan B, or they already have a way to maneuver the situation, maneuver themselves around the situation if they don't achieve it in that specific time. Maybe they'll change their approach. Maybe they'll change their deadline. Maybe they'll change their mindset about something. Maybe something else will come up that makes more sense to them. But they won't just go into anything, any endeavor, right? Anything. They're not gonna think about it from the loser's perspective of, oh yeah, if I don't achieve it in this amount of time, then it's probably just not worth it. That mindset, that lack of certainty, you already lost. Like I said in my previous video, if you were to picture yourself, you're playing soccer with your friends or professionally. I don't know, who you are. Maybe you're an athlete, maybe you're just an average guy who plays sports sometimes. Maybe you don't even play soccer, but anyways, it's not the point. You're playing soccer with a bunch of friends, right? And in the back of your mind, you have the mindset of, it's probably not gonna go in if I kick it. You see the goal, you have a great opportunity, a golden opportunity, you shoot the ball into the goal. But in the back of your mind, you already fear or have the belief that it's probably not gonna go in. So I'm just gonna put a probably type of effort. I'm gonna put an okay type of effort. That shitty mindset makes you shoot the ball in a shitty way, and therefore you're less likely to score. Even though there's a chance, sure, but you're less likely. Compared to the other guy who has the mindset of, I am 100% certain I'm going to get it into the goal. I'm just gonna shoot it a certain way, and my whole body language is gonna, be aligned and in sync to shoot it a certain way, as hard as possible, as fast as possible, while the goalie can not even think of how fast to block it so that it definitely goes into the goal. Now on the flip side, if you think that way, you're not necessarily always going to achieve, a goal, but your odds are way higher versus the first guy. You should strive in your life to be as much as the second guy as possible, to just always have a level of certainty. Most of us don't have a level of certainty. Most of us are conditioned to fail by everyone around us because most of us are living lives that we're not trying to live. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. If you were being completely honest with yourself and you look at your surroundings, whether it's your brothers and sisters, whether it's your parents, whether it's your cousins, whether it's your friends, whether it's your neighbors, whether it's whoever, your kids, your friends at school, your friends on the soccer team, I don't know, whatever it is, ask them, or not even without asking them, if you know them well enough, ask yourself, are these people really living the type of life that they really want to live? Or are they settling for like a plan B or a plan C, like a second or third class type of life that they want? If you ask yourself that question, and if you're super honest with yourself, more times than not, most of them at least, the answer is gonna be, no, they're not. This is like the second or third option, their second or third best lifestyle that they want to achieve, or the way they want to live, actually. It's not that they're miserable necessarily, but they could be achieving way better. Which forces you kind of to ask yourself, why? Why are most of us living like this? Like I said, it's very simple. We don't have certainty. We're conditioned to think of, what if this doesn't work? What if that doesn't work? So everything in our life is carried out that way. Let's take an example of myself, this YouTube, right? I make videos right now on the side. I'm doing them pretty consistently. If I approach this video in a manner where I'm not super comfortable in myself, I'm not super confident talking to you right now straight into the camera, not super confident sharing my knowledge with you. You know, I have a lot to learn, but my knowledge, whatever, with you, you're probably not gonna feel comfortable watching the video, and I'm probably not gonna succeed much on YouTube. Versus if I am like I am right now, I'm comfortable, I'm confident, I know what I'm talking about. I'm sharing my knowledge to whatever degree. Like I said, there's still a lot to learn. You're more likely to watch, and you're more likely to be engaged in whatever it is that I'm saying, because I'm not boring. I'm not boring you, hopefully at least. I'm making you watch and making you intrigued because you somehow learned something from me. If you're still watching till this point, that's 100% the case. If you're still watching at this point, I mean, you must be learning something, right? But yeah, that's my whole point. You not approaching your life with a strong level of certainty, or your goals with a strong level of certainty, you are literally setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for a class B or C type of life, not a class A type of life. And when I say class A type of life, I'm not talking about millions and millions of dollars and like 6 cars, 3 Lamborghinis, 2 Ferraris, and a Mercedes. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the life that you specifically want, living the way that you specifically want. I know for myself, for an example, I'm not the happiest right now in my life with my circumstances. I'm not even close to where I want to be. However, I know I'm on the path to achieving the things I want to out of life. I am truly 100% on the path to achieving the things I want to achieve, because I'm doing the things I'm supposed to do, because this is what I want to do. I'm doing it in a spirit of certainty. Sure, there's times where I'm uncertain, but for the most part, I am very certain and confident that I will achieve the things that I want to out of my life, because I have a plan and I have a system by which I'm adhering to and being disciplining myself by that system to achieve specific goals out of my life. That's the whole reason why you need to identify what is important to you in your life and start figuring out ways to learn everything there is to learn about that thing that you really love, and dedicate so much time to it, most of your free time to it. And then as the years go by, you'll learn more. You'll pick up more skills. You'll start to learn more ways to make money. And then therefore you will make more money, but it's going to take time, just like for me. These videos I'm making right now are way better than the videos I made last year, which are way better than the ones the year before, which are way better than the ones the year before. So I'm improving. Next year, I'm probably gonna say the same thing about these videos. Like, these videos are trash compared to the new videos. However, I'm trying my best. I'm improving. I'm kaizening, which is a limitless state of continuous self-improvement and continuous increasing in every single area of your life, improving in every single area of your life. And that's what I want for you. I don't want you out here thinking of yourself as, you know, a loser, or thinking of yourself as a person who doesn't achieve success, because honestly, man, if I were to be completely honest with you, if you view yourself as a loser, your odds of succeeding are not just slim, they're zero. We tend to achieve in life the things that we believe to be most true about ourselves, whether we know this or not, because our subconscious mind is actually acting on autopilot. It's acting based upon what we view ourselves to be, how we believe we are, how we feel about ourselves. That's a very important thing to the subconscious mind. And so if you're constantly in victim mode and you see yourself as this person who's never going to achieve a goal, even if, again, verbally you say, oh, I'm gonna achieve this goal, I'm very confident. If you only say it verbally and you're not starting to believe it, and you're not starting to do the things necessary to make yourself believe it, you're never going to achieve your goals. You may, from time to time, achieve a small amount of success, but that's not sustainable, or it's not strong enough to make you feel successful and become successful. Versus the person who has bad circumstances right now, But deep down, this person just sees themselves. They close their eyes, they just see themselves 5 years from today. And they visualize that person who has so much more money, so much more love in their life, way better friendships, way better body, way better diet, way better everything, clarity of thinking, everything, way better appearance, way better everything. They carry themselves in a way as if they've already achieved it. And that's the vibe they give off to the universe, and that's why they achieve the goals that they want to achieve, because they believe that they can achieve them. They don't just tell themselves, oh yeah, maybe, I might possibly be able to achieve this if everything works out in my favor. You're not supposed to think that way. You're supposed to think, I'm going to achieve this goal, and I'll do every single thing in my power to achieve this goal because I believe in myself and I know I'm going to eventually achieve it. That's the certainty. The first guy doesn't seem super certain when he's talking. He's like, maybe I'll achieve it. Oh, if the circumstances align, maybe. Because I've failed a lot in the past. I might just fail again, I don't know. But the other guy number two, he's way more confident. He just knows he's going to succeed at the thing that he wants to. He knows that he's going to change his circumstances. He knows that the current circumstances in his life are just temporary. They are not permanent. And so start carrying yourself in a spirit of belief. And the way you're going to do that is if you start seeing it up here. And the way you're going to do that is if you start assuming 100% confidence and that it's already going to happen. Like if you knew that it was going to work out with you, what would you do? If you knew that it was going to work out for you, what would you do? You'd probably do things that are way different from what you're doing right now. That's for most people watching this video. Not everybody, but for most people. And so when you start doing that, you're gonna start living like the person you want to become because you first see it up here and it's so certain. And therefore, eventually, it's just a matter of time, whether it's months or years, you can't be attached to that, you will eventually achieve your goals. So yeah, man, just strive to be that second person as much as possible. Carry yourself in a spirit of faith, applied faith. You will achieve great things in your life, man, if you really truthfully believe in this. Like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to join my Patreon because I recently started becoming more active on Patreon, so do that. You know, we have monthly memberships. I'll definitely take care of you. It's a different type of videos. It's more exclusive content. And so yeah, man, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.